Hey there, I'm meteorologist AJ Burnett. I'll give you the timing on the downpours and the highest winds here. I'd say right about now through 5 o'clock this evening, we'll get these downpours coming through. Now, it will not be raining that entire time. It may at times sputter to a shower. We may shut off the rain for a little while, but those are kind of the bookends of when we can expect the heaviest rainfall to occur. The highest winds also kind of in that window between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock this afternoon. We could be talking about an inch of rain widespread across most areas. Now, this is a system that will have some thunderstorm elements to it. So that means that one town may get over an inch and the town next to it may get under an inch. So right around an inch on average, I think, is a pretty safe bet. Winds will be gusting to 40, 50, even 60 miles per hour for a time with those intense winds as well. So that may cause some localized wind damage and power outages as well. We'll take you through future casts looking at 10 o'clock toward the midday hour. And notice the rain kind of lets up for a little while, so I think we may get into this lull around the Boston area around lunchtime. But this is what I'm concerned with. It'll be a fine line of very intense rain and some very strong winds as well. Winds aloft are blowing at about 80 miles per hour or so. And when you can get some heavier showers to drag that wind down, we can kind of get those peak wind gusts occurring with a line like this. So this is about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, moving through the Worcester area. This would be the time where I'd be concerned for, again, that brief burst of wind higher than it will be most of the day today. That will move into Metro West and into the Boston area by about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then the winds start to shift and they'll back off a notch. They stay gusty through tonight, but maybe not quite as ferocious as I think they may be at times throughout the course of the day today. Matter of fact, it's so cold behind the system and so sudden that we could actually see a few flakes of snow later this evening out to the Worcester Hills and into the Berkshires before this all kind of winds down. And we may get some of those snow flurries to move through areas like Providence and Boston as well. So don't be surprised if later this evening you see a couple of flakes of snow, despite the fact that it was in the upper 50s for a time this afternoon. 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts are a safe bet, I'd say widespread across most areas. But it's really Cape Ann, Boston, South Shore, Cape and the Islands, and the South Coast where I think the window of opportunity is there to get 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. That would be enough to take down some weaker trees, tree limbs, power lines, that sort of thing. So the concern is there for some power outages. There you can see it right here as we step into the afternoon. Those wind gusts are really confined to areas south and right along the immediate coastline. That's not to say it's not going to be windy across the interior, but just not as windy. We'll see those wind gusts approaching 40 miles per hour in places like Worcester up through Fitchburg. Lawrence will be flirting with that number as well. But getting down toward the Cape and the Islands, look at Provincetown approaching 60 miles per hour. This is a model depiction, but this is kind of the overall gist of what to expect as we head through the afternoon. By 3 o'clock, again, those peak winds for the Cape and the Islands, we're starting to see the winds kind of dial back just a notch. But look, they stay gusty. This is 10 o'clock tonight. They stay around 30 miles per hour in gusts right through tonight, coming in from the west and northwest. They won't really start to settle back until we head toward dawn tomorrow. The peak power outage potential would be down to the south of Boston. Think of it as right along Route 44 and points south would be the best opportunity to see those power outages. That occurring around midday today as those winds really start to peak for us. The Cape and the Islands in particular, and not to be left out, Cape Ann also has the potential to see some of those power outages scattered across the area. Now, behind this system, we go from the mild air to the cold air. Sharply colder for tomorrow, but just like that, we're going to turn things milder as we step on into Sunday, and then we get back into colder air as we head into Monday. So temperatures are really going all over the place these next couple of days. Our high temps today could knock on the door of 60 degrees. Wouldn't that be nice? Unfortunately, it's going to spend most of the day getting wet out there. Overnight tonight, I would expect to find your temperatures dropping sharply. We'll be in the 20s. Anything that the wind can't evaporate, any of that moisture, may turn to ice overnight tonight. So just watch your footing if you're out and about later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. And speaking of tomorrow, look at our temperatures, some 20 degrees colder than it will be today across the board. So plan on some big changes coming up as we step into this weekend. Much colder tomorrow, a little bit of a bump up temperature wise on Sunday. We could see a late day shower or passing flurry, and then it turns breezy and colder again for Monday, back into the lower 30s. Just a slight chance that we run into some rain or snow on Tuesday. That would be our last hope of maybe getting a white Christmas before the holiday. It's windy and, well, comparatively mild, right around average for this time of year heading toward the holiday.